What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday. Get a nice 7-game slate here tonight, and I get it broken down for you with 6 of my favorite plays on the slate. My money 6. So before we get going, drop a like in the video if you're ready to win some money here tonight. If you're enjoying the content, let's try to get over 100 likes again in this video. Thank you for all the support. And without wasting any time, let's just hop right into it. First guy, I'm going to go with Damian Lillard. It's going to be a really high-scoring game. And the Pelicans, they just really struggle against three-point shooters and point guard types like Damian Lillard. This game wasn't as close the first time out because Anthony Davis didn't play. So he only saw 30 minutes, but he's normally good for around 34 to 36 minutes if the game does stay close. So he got 45 DraftKings points in that game. If it stays closer, I think he can get closer to like 50 to 55 DraftKings points. Really good upside in this high-scoring affair. Over-unders like 233. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then we're going to go with DEMAR DEROZAN. He's been in a slump, but this is a perfect matchup for him to break out of it. Going against a Minnesota team isn't great defensively, and their worst position defensively is against small forwards. And DEMAR DEROZAN, he's been getting a ton of run. It's just that his shots haven't been dropping like 40, 39 minutes, 35. This game went to double OT, so 49 minutes. Can't really take much out of that. 31, 34, 34. So he's getting a ton of run. I mean, if this game stays close, which I think it should, and it should be a little bit faster pace for the Spurs and higher scoring than most of their games, as Minnesota doesn't play great defense, and they're kind of a faster pace, higher scoring team. So I think DEMAR DEROZAN, the leader on the offense, he's a really good usage rate still. He's active with the supporting stats, rebounds, and assists. If he can just get some shots to drop here, get over 20 points, I think he can do enough to return value at his price tag at 7,800. It's dropped from around like 8,200, 8,300 just earlier this week. So nice value in a good matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. Then we're going to go with Lou Williams, another very high-scoring game. There is some concern that the Warriors blow out the Clippers in this game, but they are in LA. So maybe that can help out the Clippers a little bit here. And I think Lou Williams will see some extra run here again in this game to keep it a bit closer. They're going to need his offense on the court with how just dynamic the Warriors are. Now that with DeMarcus Cousins back, I'm not sure how many minutes he's going to get. But the Warriors, they've been firing on all cylinders recently. Steph Curry can't miss any threes. They've been posting like 130 to 140 points the last two games. So Lou Williams, they're going to need his offense. Even though he's not great on defense, they're going to need like a guy that can put up points in bunches, and he can just be a spark off the bench to keep this game close enough for the Clippers. So 6,700, and Lou Williams, he's also been playing just more consistent minutes. Like this game was a blow-up, but he got 27 minutes, and he was the leading force in offense. And then he had 19 shots in this game as well, 30 minutes. And if he can get around 30 to 32 minutes or so, he's typically good for some good value. He's just so active on the court when he's out there. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. Then I'm going to go with Aaron Gordon. His price has seen a little bit of a dip as well as 6,400 and a great matchup going against the Brooklyn Nets. And Aaron Gordon is another guy here that's been getting a little bit extra run, around 36 minutes per game recently, and his DraftKings points have gone up 43 and 47. 2 out of the last 3. Kind of struggled against Detroit, gotten some foul trouble, but that was a tougher matchup. They have a really good front court. So Aaron Gordon there, I think he can when he's not going to struggle as much going against a Brooklyn team that doesn't have much size. Jared Allen, he does struggle somewhat on the defensive end, especially against rebounding bigs. And they really don't have a true power forward out there in the starting lineup. Like Harut's has started the last game, but he's more of a small forward, just a really lanky small forward. So Aaron Gordon, I think he can use his size and his muscle to have a big game here. And it should be a fairly high-scoring game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. He has 40-plus upside at a nice price tag of 6,400. For my fifth guy, AL-FAROUQ AMINU here, 5,300. It seems like he always benefits from these high-scoring games where he's able to get a few more looks and also maybe some more rebounds, as there's going to be a really fast pace here. A lot of threes and stuff going up. And AMINU is a guy that can always get a double-double. I mean, he has that upside. And if he can just hit a few threes, he can honestly go over 30 DraftKings points in this game. So not a huge upside, but he's a nice cash game play at 5,300 because I feel like he's safe for around 25 to 30 DraftKings points in this game. He does get some good solid minutes when the games are close, and he does gobble up a lot of rebounds in these type of games. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fifth guy. I was going to mention Mike Conley instead of AMINU, so I'm just kind of mention him real quick. I think he's a good GPP play if that game does stay close, because he's getting really cheap. I mean, he was priced around 8,000 at one point, but now he's all the way down to 7,000 because the Grizzlies have been kind of getting blown out recently. He's not getting his full complement of minutes. And if this game does stay close, so the Celtics kind of play down to their competition. So against the Grizzlies here, I could see it staying close. And Mike Conley has one of the better matchups. They do kind of allow the most fantasy points to guards and also centers. So the Grizzlies do present a little bit of a matchup problem for the Celtics in that matchup. So they could definitely keep it close. But Mike Conley is another option there if you want to throw him in there. I might as well just throw him in there, make it a little bit of a money 7. For my final guy, though, Dion Waiters is a guy 3,500 that could see some extra run. Josh Richardson just was announced that he is questionable for this game. He has an illness, didn't go through the shoot-around, so it kind of makes sense for them to just kind of rest him because they have so much depth. They have some guys that have been mad about their playing time, including Dion Waiters, also Wayne Ellington. So it's a good opportunity if they rest Richardson to get Waiters some more run. And he played pretty damn well when he got over 20 minutes. I mean, he had 25 DraftKings points against the Nuggets and 20 DraftKings points against the Celtics both times. He got 20-plus minutes, so he's looked pretty good. I mean, if he can just get a few extra minutes here with Richardson out, I think he can easily return value. This is a solid matchup against the Pistons. The better way to attack them is with the guard play because their defense down low is pretty solid with Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin. So 3,500 here. Dion Waiters, I think he can break out. The Miami Heat need to do something about their bench. Way too many mouths to feed. So Waiters is a guy with some injuries or just some illnesses that can get some extra run and show off his upside. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So if you want to go Mike Conley too, definitely a good option in GPP with this upside. But you got Damian Lillard, DeRozan, Aaron Gordon, AMINU, Lou Williams, and Dion Waiters. I might have to update Dion Waiters if they rule that Richardson is playing. That's a good time, though, because it's at 7 p.m., so we'll probably know before lock if Richardson is active or not. But if he isn't active, Waiters, I think he's a great play. Also, maybe you can try to target like Dwayne Wade or Wayne Ellington. Maybe he'll get some extra run, but they're kind of more risky. Well, Ellington's more risky. But that is it for the plays. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Like I said, over 100+ likes would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new here or haven't subscribed yet. And good luck here on this slate. I hope you guys win some money, and we'll see you back here again next time.